Hey guys, welcome back to Our Lives Across the Border. Hope you're doing well today. I am currently obviously sitting outside. It is kind of warm here, but it seems so dark in the house because all the curtains are closed to keep the sun out. It's hot here in Mexicali. Anyways, please subscribe to the channel if you have not, like the video and share it. Today I wanted to talk about the things that are going on in the United States with the immigrants and just kind of how I personally feel. And please remember, this is my opinion and take it for what it's worth to you. But as an American who's living down here in Mexico, hearing about all the things that are going on over there, it is a little disheartening. Now, we are here due to deportation. We are not mad about it. Unfortunately, we are here due to hubby doing a crime and being deported. So that's why we're here, and both of us agree that if you are a criminal and you are there in the United States illegally, then yes, you should be deported. However, for the others that are living there, that are working and contributing to the U.S. economy, me personally, I don't feel like going to their work sites or showing up in areas where, they're expecting, mass illegals to be, is just wrong. I just feel that's wrong. I think the United States has a huge problem. I think back when they were letting people in the 80s and in the 90s and stuff, and then those people, it was easy for them to get a work visa and be able to stay and do all the paperwork that they needed to do, even though they didn't do it for their children. And then it was almost like the process kind of continued. The children were there, then undocumented, and then they now might be in their 30s and 40s and continuing on with their families. Just because you are an immigrant doesn't mean that you're a criminal. And I understand that a lot of people think that the immigrants are using up the resources for the Americans that maybe need like food stamps or health insurance and different assistance like that. But the truth is, you need a social security number to obtain any of those things. So if they don't have a social security number, how are they going to obtain those things? Okay? If they have a social security number, then they would have been documented somewhere along the line to receive a social security number. So, I'm not 100% know everything and exactly how everything goes and all the laws and this and that. Like I said, this is just my perspective of it, and I don't agree with what's going on over there. If someone has committed a crime and they are not a U.S. citizen, then yes, get them out of there. But if these people have been there for years working because they were brought over as a child, and I do realize that there are ways to go about becoming a citizen of the United States, but I also know that it's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. And some people go years trying to achieve that. And some people, they don't have the money to do that because it is very costly too. So I also understand that you have immigrants that now have minor children over there. And, and there's been videos of them picking up these immigrants and taking them and leaving the child behind, which is just completely wrong. It is completely wrong on all aspects of it. But as a parent, you should also know that you are putting your child at risk like that. And so it's kind of like a touchy subject, because some people, they're going to their meetings to continue to get their citizenship, and they're being detained. And they're not even doing anything wrong. They're in the process of doing their paperwork, in the process of getting where they need to be to become a US citizen. They go to an appointment that they have, and they're being detained. It's crazy all over the place. And like I said, I don't agree with it. I stand because so many people have been let in already. And if they're working and they're contributing to our economy in the United States, then I think they should be able to stay. They're already there. They've been paying taxes, and if they're not using government resources and they're doing it on their own, then they are helping the economy over there. They're not taking jobs from US citizens because honestly, a lot of them are probably doing jobs that the others don't want to do. And when I say that, I'm not saying all Mexicans work in the fields. That's not what I'm saying. But what we were seeing in the beginning, when the presidents were, going to be changing in the office, is they were showing up to where the field workers would be working, where they would be stopping to fill up gas, and that's where they were targeting them, in those areas. So that tells me that they are working those jobs, and those are jobs that obviously other individuals don't want to work. So they're contributing and they're helping the US economy. So like I said, I know it's a touchy subject. I'm not